All right. Welcome to an episode of Dumb Freighter Fits. Who knows if this will become a regular thing or not, but it does seem that there's plenty of dumb to go around for some good content. Basically, we're going to take a look at a few of these and go over them as to whether or not they were actually a good fit or what their problem was. Why did they get ganked? Every once in a while, it's because they just wanted to gank them. But a lot of times, it is they did something wrong. And so, wow, here we go. This guy has the right fit. He has the wrong ship. He should be in an obelisk. The reason you run a friend rear is because of align time. And dropped 136 million. It took 39 ships to kill him. He is fit right. Did he have a lot of cargo here that made it worth their time trying to gank him? And the answer is he only had 457 million in his ship, and they ganked him for that. I think that that this guy did everything right, except for he's not in an obelisk. Anyway, this guy gets a pass, even though I don't like Fenrir's for the issue that they're the lowest EHP out of any freighter, even brick tanked. The only reason you run them is because you want to align faster, but is it worth it? Well, so that one, I'm giving him a pass. This one, the total kill was 4 billion. Now, he's kind of fit interesting. It's in Charon. Again, wrong ship. Should be in an obelisk. He is brick tanked, but then he's also got an inertia stabilizer, which is to get you aligned faster. And let's see what we got as cargo, 1.6 billion. So, why did he have an inertia stabilizer in there? Why wasn't he triple bulkheads? Is it because he didn't have enough room? Okay, so this is today. So this isn't even the 75% drop rate. This is today. This one's on the fence. I don't approve of anything that's not triple bulkheads. And then you also get counted down if you're not in an obelisk. So, he may have done this to get more space because he didn't have enough space. Let's see what else was in his cargo. Maybe he's fit this way all the time because his cargo really didn't have very much in it. In fact, this could have been done in a deep space transport. They did not need to put this in a freighter. He did not need this inertia stabilizer, which is only going to give him a little bit better alignment. So he's going to be like, what, 40 seconds instead of 43 or something? So Yep. Not approved. You know, he's close, but not quite. So here's one in Udema. And oh my God, triple. Oh my God, triple cargo expanders. Triple cargo expanders. So, oh my God, how much in he's, oh my God, he had 6 billion worth of cargo, and he was cargo expanding. Easy target. It took them 30 ships. They used what, 30 catalysts here, pretty much. Yeah, this one is, you ever seen those Japanese balloon things? I don't know what they call them, but they're like the lamps that float, that they sometimes light out over the water, you know, usually in memorial of something or whatnot. And so they're made of paper, and they have the candle in the bottom of them, and then they light the candle, the heat goes up, it causes them to rise because they're so light, and then they float off. Well, this is Chinese lanterns. Okay, this is a Chinese lantern because his armor is so light, triple cargo expanded, that anything could take him out. And so, you know, they use 30 catalysts, and what are they on the top end? They're spending 10 million on a catalyst. So did they just spend 300 million to get a drop of 2.5 billion? All right, you go gankers. All right, here's another one that was ganked. Oh my God, 7.7 billion total. Triple cargo expanded. Did the other one have Tech 2 cargo expanders in it? Yeah, he did. All right. So triple cargo expanded, and he only dropped 53 million. Almost all of it was destroyed. What has he got in here that was worth so much that was destroyed? 2 Abaddons and a Tempest, but there was more. Maelstrom. A couple absolutions, sacrilege, oh, here we go. What the hell, man? An interbus shuttle. Okay, dude, that right there is a fail. Why would you take a 2 billion ISK shuttle and put it in a freighter? Come on. A shuttle. A shuttle. You'd be better off flying that. It has sub 2-second alignment. It doesn't get caught by bubbles. The likelihood of them smart bombing on a gate in high sec is very, very low. You are almost guaranteed to not get caught in that shuttle. The only thing you want to do if you're going to Jeddah or you're going to Amari is you want to have an insta-dock. That's the only thing you need. Yes, an interbus shuttle is worth 2 billion. So that was almost half of, well, I mean, he had 5 billion in there. So that's 40%. Of his total value was in that little shuttle, which packaged could have also fit in a blockade runner, but I would rather run it alone, not in a blockade runner. I'd rather just run the shuttle. So, and just make sure you have an insta-dock. All right, total fail on that. So, yep. All right, here's somebody who's at least got the right ship. They were ganked in Jungleishi. Oh my god, but they got cargo expanders. What are these people thinking? One, you know, you don't run over about 2 billion in cargo in an obelisk, even when brick tanked. With it like this, they can kill you just for the hull value, for, you know, the reason you run an obelisk is because you are wanting to have tank, and you don't care about alignment. So the only right ship to run is an obelisk. 35 ships here, and they took them out. 35 catalysts. So what is that? 350 million it cost them? And how much dropped? 2 billion. They made bank. They made bank. Okay, what in here is worth so much? Do we have dumb cargo as well? Oh, how interesting. So here's a plastic wrap, which it probably fell and is all of this in it. So plastic wrap had a thrasher, 10 thrashers. Another plastic wrap had all of this, had these infernal light missiles. Another one had I don't know, so other stuff. So this guy is hauling for pay, and he's not doing it right, not at all. So here's another plastic wrap. This one was destroyed, so they dropped all this other stuff. This one was destroyed, and man, these are a bunch of little tiny contracts, but you got to watch how much it's adding up to. It's really important to know how much it's adding up to. And you don't cargo expand. You just don't. So this one had some acid in it, worth 267 million, 137 million carbon. Really? So this equals 2 billion worth of stuff. I wonder what, if we were to look this guy up and see, in fact, can we look him up? How do we look up their contracts? I'm trying to remember how to look up their contracts. Yeah, I'm wondering if any of these were a gank contract. How old is he? Oh, well, shit, he's like 8 years old. Show contracts, here we go. All right, so, wow, so this guy got popped today. We don't show any, do we show any failed today? Nope, these are way back when. So, you know, 13 million, it pays 150,000. He was doing a contract that pays 150,000. This one pays only 1 million. What? What? Oh, this is incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. Look at this. So this guy takes a contract that's 120,000 cubic meters, and it pays 1 million as the reward, and the collateral was 1 billion, and it's 45 jumps. Is this some kind of scam going on? I mean, seriously, 45 jumps for that? Okay, so that's 120,000 cubic meters. And what have we got in here that is plastic wrap that looks like that? Because that'd be like 12 containers or something like that. It's so... Okay, maybe this isn't even... The contract isn't even here. But... Oh, it says it's finished. Oh, so we got finished stuff. So this stuff, since he got ganked today, can we have in progress? Will it show in progress? No, not create contract. I didn't mean to hit that. I want to... Will it show in progress? No, I'm not allowed to see in progress. I can only see the finished. So if we were a couple of days out, then maybe we could see all this stuff. But what is this guy doing? Here he is, 873,000 cubic meters, which means he's triple cargo expanded. And he's getting paid 40 million for 45 jumps. I don't get it. Here's 415,000. He's getting paid 60 million for 45 jumps. I mean, that's okay pay, but he has to cargo expand for that. He has to put at least one cargo expander in to get 415,000. Here's one that's 60,000. Doesn't need to do any cargo expanders. 45 jumps for a 10 million payout. 200 million. Maybe he put a bunch of them together or something. 578,000 cubic meters for 50 jumps. They're all going to the same place. Are they really? No. It's not. That one's not. 1 billion. 45 jumps for 1 billion collateral for 3 million in pay. I don't understand. I don't know. So it's reduced by the bulkheads. Yes, the bulkheads, triple bulkhead in a obelisk is like 373,000. So anyway, this guy, you know, what can I say? Got greedy or something. So here's another one in Udema. This one is about, oh God, it's triple cargo expanded as well. So, they used 38 ships on him, mostly catalysts. And what did he drop? He dropped 678 million. He was 4.5 billion altogether. He had 1.9 billion in cargo. So here he is hauling Praxis. Trit. It's a bunch of stuff that's not actually all that expensive, but yeah, I don't even know. All right. So, here I am like, oh, he's got triple bulkheads. They're ore. What the hell, man? Yes, you get a little bit more EHP out of having ore, but they're also extremely expensive. They're also extremely expensive. And this guy's in a Providence. Again, it's not the right ship. The Obelisk is the only correct ship. He does have the correct fit, but he's using ore. And so look at that, they're 215 million each. And so he automatically adds 646 million to his value by getting that other 5% EHP or however much it is. It's not very much. It's not worth it. You should use implants that get you higher EHP. Nobody can scan and see those. Yes, so, and how much did he drop? He dropped 3 billion. He was, oh my God, he dropped 3 billion. Man, they paid out what, about 330 million to get him? Oh my God, they got a 10x. And they got a bunch of ore. Ooh, look at that. Compressed concentrated feldspar, 1.7 billion worth. Wow, the drop on this was really good. It was really good for them. So, and it was all feldspar. All right. Regular bulkheads. Regular bulkheads. Tech 2 bulkheads. And then, at that, in a Providence, I'd do a billion and a half. But it's not the right ship. In an Obelisk, I'd go up to 2 billion. If I'm paying attention. If I'm autopiloting, then I want to be a billion or less. Check the cubic meters. He could probably put it into a DST. Well, that's an interesting thought. This doesn't tell the cubic meters, although I could use another application to figure that out. And maybe. You heard only 1% of freighters going through Udema actually die? That's possible. Yeah. I mean, I fly through there all the time, but I'm fit properly and I'm in the right ship. So, all right, this one wasn't ganked. This one was in low sec and he was taken out. Oh, and he's in we'll look at 8.45 billion. He's triple cargo expanded in low sec. And 8.5 billion total loss. Parahunan. Isn't that right next to high sec? So do you think maybe they thought that they could get it out? Maybe they thought they could get it out. Excuse me just a moment here. All right. So, let's continue on here. So this is just a lot of little stuff. that's value. Why are they carrying an Orca and Losec? I don't even know. So that one wasn't necessarily a gank, but it's like, why were they doing that? You know? Why? Oh, now it's got the right ship. It's got the wrong fit. Does any of you think that he has his fit in the cargo hold? Eric, is that a freighter that you lost? Oh, he doesn't have anything in the cargo hold. What is he doing? He was going through Udema. They spent 53 ships to kill him. They must have really wanted it. They must have really, really wanted to kill him for some reason. It was a gank. It wasn't like it was, you know, a war deck or anything. So that's interesting. Here's another one that's a gank in a Fenrir, triple cargo expanded. It dropped only 1 million. They used 26 ships. You notice here that on the Fenrirs, they're using less ships. They calculate how many ships they think they're going to need to kill a target, and they will only spend that many ships. And so this is 26, where a lot of the, you know, some of the others were like 30, 35. The last one was 53. Maybe it just has enough tank without anything in it that they needed that many. They just really wanted to make sure the job was done, maybe. Wait, he doesn't have any cargo. What is the reason for running triple cargo expanded with 0 cargo? There's none. Okay, there are some reasons to run cargo expanded. So, like for instance, I have a couple of stations in a system I work in. One's manufacturing, the other one is does refining or whatever. And I will take a whole bunch of ore in there, and I will triple cargo expand a Charon because it can hold the most stuff in it. It's like 1.1 million or whatever. And I am triple cargo expanded, and I fly between the stations. Now, would I go between the gates? Not really. Maybe I'd go one jump. If it was next door, I'd go one jump with a scout sitting there or something like that. So what are the implants I use with my obelisk? We can get into that later, maybe. I've shown them a few times. So they all have to do with armor and hull. So I forget what they're called. Anyway, there's no sense in this person would have been better suited to survive a gank without anything in the slots. They would have had more EHP if they didn't have anything in the slots there at all. That was just being lazy.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Moose0908 just
Moose,
followed.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right, here's a speed fit Charon. Triple inertia stabilizers. At least he didn't go with faction ones. At least he only went with Tech 2. And he dropped 1.5 billion. Wait. Do you think that he needed to be triple cargo expanded to carry this? Or no, he didn't need to be triple cargo expanded. He was just trying to go for speed. Which lowers his EHP, which makes him an easier target. Oh my god, they killed him with 18 ships. 18! They're all catalysts. 18 catalysts. So like 10 million a pop on a catalyst. They spent 180 million and they reaped 1.5 billion. Incredible. This is all just yesterday and today. What are you all doing out there? Here's another one, a Fenrir. Oh my God. He dropped 3.6 billion in loot. He's triple cargo expanded. Whew. Polarized heavy missile launchers. He had 100 of them, 659 million. Oh, what's this? He had 80 caracals. 1.2 billion. Ballistic control systems, 453 million worth. A couple bellicose, 140 million worth. Heavy assault missile launchers, 577 million worth. God, almost everything dropped for them on this. Yeah, almost everything dropped.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So
Kenshin 1031 just followed.
they got 3.6 billion on the roll of the dice
to
on
the
that.
Dragons.
Eric 8 World just followed.
This is so what day was this? This was the 29th. This is the 75% drop. So more stuff drops. And this one, Bowhead, got taken out solo by somebody else. But they're in null. This guy, these are both not ganks. Hinchan and Eric World, thank you for the follows. Welcome. This one's ganked 8.8 billion. Man, I can't believe the amount they got in here. What? So he's doing some combo here. Oh God, these are ore. Oh my goodness. Ore bulkheads. So that's he has 2 ore bulkheads. So that's 400 million right there. They dropped 5.3 billion. And you know, that fit is horrible. It's horrible. I'd give him 1 point if he was triple bricked, 3 bulkheads, and they weren't ore. Then I'd be like, okay, at least he's trying. But, you know, he's flying around being worth 8.5 billion, and he dropped 5.3 billion. So what in here is worth so much? A bunch of Mexilon, Isogen. God, this is all materials for manufacturing. Man, what are they thinking? Related, they killed his capsule too. Do you think that he was, oh my God. What the hell? Do you think he was autopiloting? I mean, so these are, wait. Could we switch the episode to dumb pod fits? He was 26K from the gate. He was autopiloting. So, okay, let's just look here. So right here, we have an ocular filter improved. This is for skill training only. This one right here, mid-grade Nirvana Beta. What is the Nirvana for? Is that for speed? And then mid-grade Asquin Gamma, or high-grade, and then high-grade Asquin Delta, high-grade Talisman Epsilon. He's mixing all of these. he's mixing all of them, and so he doesn't get the bonus by having a full set. Unless there is some weird ass combo that I don't know about here. It's a shield amulet. All right. And then what has he got here? He's got a bean counter research. He's got a bean counter metallurgy and bean counter industry. So okay, so pro tip here. When you get these, you get them as a set, and you put in the associated extra plugin that gives you all the bonuses to having a set. And then you're really good. So if they wanted extra shield, and that's what they were doing, and which I think a Charon is what he was in, which it's mostly shield, then having a shield set might help some. But, you know, might not. So nothing dropped from that, but it says it was worth 1.4 billion for all of these. And that is not a functional set. These are functional in your manufacturing, those three there. But beyond that, that is not a proper set. Not at all. All right, here is somebody in Udema. Okay. Right ship, right fit, wrong, because you got faction. So you just added 600 million to your value by using faction to get that little bit extra EHP. You know? And and they were 33K from the gate. These people must be autopiloting. He must be autopiloting. And safety got him. He didn't have a whole lot of value in what dropped. It was 600 million. Could have got bumped. Yeah, but you can only be bumped for 2 minutes. If you are, okay, let's say you're landing and you get bumped and it keeps you from going through the gate, which really, I mean, okay, so actually that's not really going to happen unless you're autopiloting, because I've never been bumped on a non-autopilot landing. Then this is, you could be leaving, going to warp, and you get bumped. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. And because you have a 2-minute timer, it's 2 minutes is the max that it will take you to get to warp. So you think it's 5 on a bump? I'm not so sure of that. I think it's just 2 minutes. I think it's 2 minutes total. And as long as you don't stop and try and readjust or anything, sometimes I will, depending on how it is, I will look at what's in front of me. And is there a station right there in front of me where I'm pointed that I can just hit stop and then go to that station? And the only reason I do that is if they happen to bump you in the wrong direction, like towards the station, and you hit the correct speed, you'll go to warp quicker than the 2 minutes. But otherwise, if they keep bumping you, I'm 99% sure it is 2 minutes. And so this right here, if you are autopiloting and you are coming in and they start bumping you and you're not paying attention, they bring their fleet out and they get you. If you're autopiloting and you're paying attention and they start bumping you, you immediately hit stop, and then you immediately jump to whatever station is closest in the alignment in front of you. And you don't do anything else other than that. So, I mean, props for having the right ship and the right fit, except you went too bling on the fit. Those should just be Tech 2. And autopiloting with how much cargo? It's really only 623 million in cargo. You drop everything? Was that in a package? He dropped nearly everything. So, oh, and 2 of them were this. All right, so they got him for the reinforced bulkheads. That's what attracted the attention. That's what they're looking at.
You,
going,
sir, rock.
That's very interesting.
908 just subscribed.
Moose, thank you for the sub. Yes, it was during the event too. 1,000 gold for that new sub, Moose. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, we'll look at a couple more here. Here's another one. This is also during the event where it's 75% drop. Oh my God, 10 billion. Again, it's the right ship, the right fit, but he's got faction in, which automatically adds 600 million to the value. Now, he dropped 8 billion. So there's something else going on here too. And he was out in the middle of nowhere. Do you think they got him at a factory or at... He's 239 kilometers from a factory. Do you think he was autopiloting to a factory in there to station? And they start bumping him? That's an awful odd location for a gank. This system's not odd. It happens all the time in this system. So they were probably following him. He had 44 Nurgles on board. What the hell? They got his capsule too. Oh my God. Oh my God. 5.9 billion in his pod. Wow. So what was this guy thinking? Okay, what are in these? High grade amulet, mechanic. All right, so these are what is the amulet for? I don't remember. I'm having trouble remembering. So amulets for hull. So he's hull fit. So this is pretty much like the fit that I like to run. And let's see here. And he's got Noble Mechanic. Yep, I like that. And he's got Noble Hull. I like that too. And then what is the other one? It's the set completion, right? It's the amulet, high grade amulet Omega. So this is the fit that I recommend for your pod when hauling, and it's very expensive. You can see here it's 6 billion. So they had to be AFK because there is no reason that they should have been caught with well, maybe they're doing smart bombs at the same time. Maybe. Boy, that is one hell of a that is one hell of a loss. He lost 10.5 billion here and another 6 billion, so he lost 16.5 billion. Yeah, he was smart bombed. Yeah. So, and they used 60 Talos. Yeah, because he's so tanked up here. And they made sure they overcame his pod. So he had he had enough on him in value that they're like, we are throwing everything at him, even if he's got implants that are boosting his boosting him. 9 billion in Talos? Really? 60 equals 9 billion? I don't think it's that much. I mean, here, how do I see his Talos rec? Click on this. Okay, is this his rec right here? So 100 to 140 million. So if they use 60, so 6 billion is what they did, you know, and they had time to form up and everything because he is so far off of a station here that it must have been flying AFK and, you know, autopilot. And what the hell? I'll fly autopilot in an obelisk with Tech 2 bulkheads and 1 billion worth of cargo, and that's it. I won't fly autopilot any higher than that. There's just no reason to. Is it a mix of Talos and stuff? Oh yeah, so they have a bunch of catalysts here too. Oh yeah, the majority of them are catalysts. So they spent maybe $1 billion to gank him. Yeah. Squiz, if you're watching, it would be interesting to know the total of how much their fits cost that that they used to gank somebody. That'd be a nice number to see. I don't think it's in here anywhere. So, yeah. Amazing. All right, let's find one bonus one here. Is there any top ones for the week? Maybe not. There's a lot in here. Oh shit, 32 billion I just saw. Yep, this one right here. Is that a gank? Doesn't it say gank on here if it's a gank? 31 billion. Battle report from Zkill. Yeah, it'd just be nice if it just had a number on there. So there was only 8 involved. Yeah, so this was Wardek. This right here was Wardek, and this guy was trying to fly 31 billion. He dropped 19 billion. Wow. What in here is worth so much? It's just a ton of stuff. There's not a whole lot. I don't see a giant smoking gun in here. It's just a whole bunch of items that have a good value. There's not like one mega item in here where you're going, why didn't they send that differently? At least I'm not seeing it yet. So these triple cargo expanded. God, this list just keeps going on and on and on. of how much stuff he had. Was this guy moving? Here's 2.7 billion. He had 2 nesters in there. Wow, this list just goes on forever. All right. Well, yeah, 19 billion drop. This was not a gank. This one was, this one has to be war deck. So, and he's in the Citadel. Wonder where he was going. I don't even know. So, there you have it. There is the dumb freighter fits. The current dumb freighter fits. Don't be dumb. Fly an obelisk with triple brick, which is the bulkheads, Tech 2 bulkheads. There you go. That's all you need to do. And don't carry so much stuff. Oh my God.